Come on, get out.
Get on out now.
They're definitely smoking weed in that truck.
Yeah. Good God.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zack Telander.
And I'm Dylan Cooper.
And this is the Lifting Companion. All right, so folks, this is a little experiment that we're doing, and I think it's fitting that we do something like this. We have a really dialed setup out here in my driveway.
Pretty dope.
And today I want to talk about actually a topic that I love talking about is if you were on a deserted island, what movements would you have? So the way we're going to set this up. So like if you're on a deserted island and you want to be like generally strong, generally fit, we're not going to factor in cardiovascular stuff. We're not even going to factor in like, think about the movement in the ideal sense of the movement.
Yeah.
It's not like a squat. It's a good looking squat if you pick a squat, right? So we're going to do a tier of 3. You can only pick 3 movements, and then you can only pick 5 movements, and you can only pick 7 movements. Dylan and I have prepared all of these.
We're ready.
But the first thing we want to talk about is Athlean-X's choices.
He picked 5.
So he picked 5, and they were...
It's the barbell back squat, the barbell curl.
Yeah, disagree with that.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Dumbbell bench.
Disagree with that.
Pull-ups.
Agree.
And the reverse lunge.
Agree. All right, so the dumbbell bench and the barbell curl I will disagree with. I don't know about you.
I disagree the most with the barbell curl.
Right.
Maybe if it was incline dumbbell bench, I would see more utility there because you're actually putting your arms kind of over your head. But like I feel like just chest pressing movements are not something you really need ever.
Yeah.
Unless you're training for the bench press.
Overhead comes beforehand.
Yeah.
So overhead stability and pressing.
Yeah.
We're doing, so guys, by the way, we're doing muscle snatch plus power snatch here.
Yeah. I'm going to go from the hang.
Okay, cool.
So
I'm going to do from the floor, muscle snatch, no contact, with straps.
of course.
Okay. So that makes a little bit of a difference, I think. Probably not really for either of us. We have pretty big hands.
Yeah.
But then we're going to go over our tiers. I want to talk more about Athlean-X's because I feel like
there are some
like
things that should be talked about.
So yeah, but anyways, the muscle snatch is going to look like this. Here, okay, but from the floor for me. And then drop the bar, or not even drop the bar, hang on to the bar. And then power snatch, just like that. I think, Dylan, you're going to go, what, at the knees?
Yeah, just above knee.
So above knee, and you're going to touch your hips?
Yep.
No. So he's going to actually make contact, but he's not going to get under. That's the muscle snatch. And then he's going to go here, just like that. So those are our movements. But like, okay, think about it like this. The squat, that's a good one, the back squat.
I like the back squat.
However, for me, and I guess we'll get right into this.
Yeah.
If I'm choosing 3, what I would choose, and I think a lot of people are going to hate this, is the thruster. And this is for our section of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So the thruster as a strength movement, so there's actually a decent amount of like good weightlifters who have done thrusters before, but as a strength movement, it has one of the best, it's like the most power output for like a not rate of force development movement, like a changing of rate of force. It's like pure force production.
Yeah.
Right? It uses all joints except maybe the ankles.
Yes.
Like like
kind of, yeah. And
kind of does
the
actually. You can
extension.
come up on your toes in
Yeah.
the triple extension, but you get the pressing and stability of that movement as well.
Yeah.
So like it really is a hack. And if we're looking at general fitness, like if you're a grown ass man and you do a set of 5 clean 185-pound thrusters, you really don't need much more from a general fitness, like general strength standpoint, I think. Moving on to my second movement, the pull-up. And the reason I have the biggest bias for the pull-up, when I went into college, I couldn't do a pull-up. Like I could do 1 or 2. Then by the time I left college, I could do 12 straight.
Yeah.
Now I think my best is like 15 or 16, but I do them really strict. Still not that great. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who smoke me in that, but my body changed tremendously from that.
Pull-ups will literally change the way your back looks entirely and functions.
It's wild. And your confidence with like holding a bar and yeah, go ahead.
Your ability to hold tension too.
Yeah.
Like you learn how to actually contract in your back and use your back.
So then, number 3 for me, Bulgarian split squat. I think I took that one from you.
So
Thruster, pull up, Bulgarian split squat. Alex, give us a nice little graphic, please. That's Zach.
Okay.
Okay, what's yours?
Very different. So I have back squat.
So you agree with?
Yeah, I'm with Athlean-X on that one.
Okay.
Just because I do think the back squat is like, if I could do one exercise,
Let's put some weight on here.
I would do the back squat.
Okay. So like if you're on a desert island,
And you could do one
and you could only do 1.
back squat.
Okay.
I also have pull up,
But wait, tell me more about. Oh, so you back squat, pull up.
back squat, pull up. For the same reasons you had the pull up.
Yep.
The main reason I have back squat is it hits pretty much everything except your upper body, your shoulders, and everything in your arms.
Yes.
Literally everything.
What's your third? Because then we can kind of
My
like.
third is push press.
Wow.
Because there needs to be some sort of
Pressing.
hip extension.
Yeah.
And
So
paired
essentially,
with a
if
press.
you think about what you did was you tried to optimize my shit more than I optimized, right? Because you can
almost
optimize
simplified.
but you can optimize for pressing more with your
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
than I can with a thruster
Yeah.
because you're just push pressing.
Yeah.
But then you lose a unilateral leg movement,
You do.
which I think that's why. So that's the only difference we have. But I think we both agree that the pull up is fucking OP as
Pull-ups, I don't think there's a better exercise. Like if you are at home, you don't have a gym membership, you don't have a barbell, you don't have weights, and you're trying to just get really good at one thing, you should just blast pull-ups all day.
Yeah. If you suck at pull ups, like don't suck at them.
Just decide not to suck at them and do them until you don't suck at them.
Okay, so now we're gonna pick 5, and this is where we need to look at Athlean-X a little bit more because he had 5.
I'd be interested to see how many of the same exercises we have, like combined.
Good morning, neighbors.
Morning.
All right,
Back squat, deadlift, military press, dip.
okay, wait. One more, I'm looking at mine. Sorry.
Okay. Back squat,
Back squat.
deadlift,
Okay.
military press, dip, and power clean.
All right, so I think let's talk about we both. All right. The dip is the pressing movement now that you've added in, but you
Yeah.
took away the push press, correct?
I took away the push press because I was kind of combining like hip extension and force production with the pressing movement. But now that I have more access, I can put in the power clean, which I think is a much better force production movement.
Good. And then now you have your pressing movement in the dip
And the military press.
and the military press. You're
Yeah.
still doing a pull up and a back squat and a deadlift.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right. That's pretty f***ing good. So like me
Fought hard.
personally, I have a total hard on for front squats because they're just so simple.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I didn't put on my knee
They're,
wraps yet.
they're so simple, so effective, and like you get this nice little stability aspect of it. I think if you're gonna do a deadlift, you probably don't need to do a back squat. That would be the only change that I would make to yours.
Yeah.
Because the back squat, when you're loading the bar on your back like that, you get that hinge. There's a certain part of the movement where you're actually pulling up with the low back.
Yeah.
So I would actually, yeah. So anyways, my 5 are front squat. So I've taken away the thruster, pull up, dip, Bulgarian split squat, barbell row.
Okay.
So here's I don't have a hinge, but I have the barbell row. The idea is like, you know, the isolation of the low back.
Yeah.
Or the isometric holding of the low back here and putting tension. It's the best. It's
Pretty similar.
similar, but you don't get to load like a deadlift. Like a deadlift, you can load
can't
200
overload,
kilos. You
yeah.
can't load a 200 kilo barbell row.
Yeah.
So I was considering putting in the.
I think a big reason I included the deadlift is
Well, hold up. Let's put in the row of 3, row of 5 for Dylan and Zach.
the big reason I included the deadlift is from a standpoint of being able to lift heavy weights.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really important. Just feeling heavy weights, letting your nervous system adapt to heavier weights can open the floodgates a little bit to what you can do in other exercises. So I think having a lift you can really overload is kind of important if you're, I mean, you can overload the back squat, but that's
That's what I'm saying. Is like
for
you
some
gotta,
people that's a lot harder on the body.
What the back squat is?
Overloading the, like for me, like if I was on the desert island, I can't overload back squats. I can do them, but the moment I overload back squats, my knees go to So back squat would be a great exercise to just kind of,
That's the only issue I have with your 5, is having back squat and deadlift.
I'm definitely biased because I love lifting heavy,
I know.
and I'm pretty far separated from.
I'm staying away from deadlift on purpose in both the first round and the second round.
So you have it in your third.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me do this here. Feels light today. I think I'm gonna max out.
Of course we're maxing out.
Just kidding. But
Always max out.
always be maxing.
We're weightlifters. That means we need to lift weights.
Yeah, I think the barbell curl though.
That's not even in my
atrocious.
top 7.
No, that's not even in my top 25.
Yeah.
That's just like I don't know what you're. I mean, I guess. No. Well, I don't know. Maybe like from an aesthetic.
If you're trying to
perspective,
look
like, wouldn't
really
you
good.
put? Yeah, wouldn't you put some sort of shoulder thing in there? Like, wouldn't you want your shoulders to be wider because you get your pull-ups in, right? He has the pull-up.
I
on
would
there.
put chin up 30 exercises before barbell curl.
Yeah, yeah. Of course. You
Like look
develop-
at gymnast biceps.
Yes.
They don't do barbell curl. They
No.
do loads of chin ups, pull ups.
Yeah, I disagree with that one, and I also disagree with the dumbbell bench. I love dumbbell bench. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you don't have a dip. You don't have an overhead press. You don't. I would put again incline. I think, like you said, I would
Incline
put in-
dumbbell
Yeah.
is. I mean, I even programmed that for my weightlifters.
Oh,
I think
it's
that's
the best.
a great exercise.
The funniest thing about muscle snatch is like I don't have many lifts
Yeah.
to like work off of here. We're like pretty much nearing the end for me.
It's crazy how on muscle snatch there's like a 3 kilo separator. Like I could do 90 kilos, make it look like a warm up. I put 93 on and I'm absolutely done.
Yeah.
You hit that wall so quick.
There, I mean, because you're getting closer to a press. You're
It's
getting
like-
closer. You're getting closer to the smaller, finite muscles
Yeah.
that make the difference. Also, we're longer athletes, so
Yeah.
it's a different game. What sucks though is that Lasha is incredibly good at muscle snatch.
150 with no hook and no contact.
Yeah, and like that's where I'm like, well, I can't make that excuse because the height that he needs on the bar.
the bar is 8 feet in the air.
So that's why I think he could have the best deadlift if he train deadlift.
Oh, yeah. It would be
Like, it would be really
fun.
weird to see, actually,
Yeah.
him train the deadlift. Like, I think it would be crazy. Really, really, really crazy. Like, if you think Thor can deadlift 500, I think Lasha can. I really do.
Well, Lasha could do
Call me a psycho. Everyone's going to hate me for that.
I mean,
They hated me when I said Lasha was one of the strongest dudes on earth. He just will never train strength because it will destroy him.
I've shooken that man's hand. Shooken, whatever it is.
Shook.
I shook that man's hand.
Yes.
And
Shooketh.
And my fingertips barely got around his palm. Like, he is a different species.
Shouldn't have dropped the bar. Should have just hung on to it.
Restrap.
A restrap now. I want to revisit this topic because I posted a video about it.
Ooh. Whoa. Almost lost an ankle.
Oh man, I'm built different.
Yeah. Titanium rods through every bone in my
All right, round of 7. I gotta pull up my phone here for this.
Yeah, you want to go first on this?
Okay, so while Dylan lifts, I have the front squat. New movement alert here. Power clean.
Nice.
Overhead press. That's also a new movement. Dip, pull up, deadlift, and inverted row. So, why is this different? I put in the deadlift and an inverted row instead of the barbell row. Deadlift and inverted row instead of the barbell row. Now, the issue is when we say pull up or barbell row or dips, are we allowed to add weight? Because if we're allowed to add weight, those movements are so OP.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I can do a weighted dip and a weighted pull up,
Yeah.
and I have all these different weights, holy shit, it's a game changer. If it's just body weight, well then we have to work on eccentric loading, like we have to do tempos, pauses, things like that, which is fine. We can still get a good stimulus there, but like, what are the rules? Because now inverted row, you can stack weight. I mean, that's a huge movement. I think it's a totally underrated movement, personally.
I feel like you should be able to add load on everything. It's like,
And
if power clean can be put in there, it's not like you're doing it with just the bar. Like, obviously, you're going to put weight on. So I feel like that should just...
The problem is with this one, I lost my unilateral leg movement, which is brutal because those are super OP. Wow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 90.
We have to go straight to 90, huh? Or we can go blues and greens.
No, we'll just go 90.
Oh, let me take 70 one more time then.
Okay.
My 7. Back squat, deadlift, Bulgarian split squat, single arm dumbbell row, pull
Single
up,
arm dumbbell row.
dip, and strict press.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There's no like explosive movement in there though.
Right.
But
So I gained an explosive movement.
I lost
You
one.
lost one. I lost a single leg. You gained one.
Yeah. But in my head, the main reason I want like an explosive movement in there is to put that hip in extension because I feel like that's something that...
I know, but you're not exploding though.
Yeah, but I'm putting that hip in extension with Bulgarian split squats. And if you've ever done Bulgarian split squats as like a primer for explosive movements,
Yeah.
you're like you're switched on after that.
Yeah.
So there's no like power clean or push press or anything in there, but there's exercises there's one exercise that can really put that hip in extension.
So I think what's important with this little exercise of what movements we would choose, we're basically giving you guys, by the way, that's our pyramid. So if we have Dylan over here, Zach over here, pyramid, 3, 5, 7. I think with that thing in mind, it's like, somebody said this, like, you know, you could go on ChatGPT and write a program right now. You could check out what Dylan has, you could check out what I have. But the idea is like, you have to be consistent in a singular movement, in a singular way. And the coolest thing is finding that one movement that moves the needle.
Yeah.
Like for instance, you get in the gym and you front squat with a barbell and you do it the right way. You get really deep. You control. You're explosive at the top. You suck at it at first. Maybe you're only doing sets of 5 at 95 pounds or whatever. If you build just your front squat up to 200 pounds to 225 pounds from 95, I promise you your life will be different. I promise you. And you could do that with any movement. I said it for me, it was like pull-ups, bro. Pull-ups changed my life. Absolutely changed my life.
For me, it was deadlift.
Yeah.
When I took all that time off, I just went into the gym and started deadlifting a lot. And then when I went back to the lifts, I'm like, oh, I have some reserve strength.
Yeah.
I can do this much easier now compared to if I wasn't deadlifting.
Mark Ripito would love to hear that.
I do snatch a little bit more than 50%.
The fact I'm doing this is actually kind of sketchy. So
yeah, you got.
I don't think I've ever really done 90 in my life. So we'll see what happens.
This is a lifetime PR.
Oh, no way, dude.
Powers now?
Yeah, so I did that lift. I did 90 and then 95 in the warm-up room when I snatched 140 in competition and clean and jerk 175 in competition. That's kind of a sick way to like warm up.
Just muscle snatch.
PR your muscle snatch.
It gets you pulling hard.
Yeah.
It's also light enough to where you can pull hard correctly. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy thing for me if it goes up. I'm just going to have to absolutely rip this into my hip.
Yeah. Come on. Oh! Nice. Nice, dude. God damn.
There we go.
Whew. All right, I need a power snatch. I wonder if I'm going to try tempoing this.
Tempo power?
Yeah. Nice. Very cool. Good stuff all around. Do you want to hang power now?
Yeah, I'm not going to try to muscle snatch
Yeah.
100.
So I'm going to try to power 100 then. So guys, if you like this format, we can do this a regular thing. You guys can give us topics to talk about.
Chat about.
Beautiful weather, dude. Holy smokes.
January.
Glorious here in Austin,
Just
Texas.
sunny and 65. A little brisk with the wind.
Seemed a little low. I mean, it seemed you didn't get the bar that high.
No, not at all. I kind of like doing that on my warm-ups because then I can, like, instead of catching lower as it gets heavier, I can just catch in the same spot and start putting in more effort as it gets heavier.
Interesting.
Yeah. I always tell my newer athletes, like, when you do powers, try to catch them right above parallel. Because then you get in tune with the movement and you can just start applying more effort instead of changing the catch position as it gets heavier.
I just send it as hard as I can.
Yep.
Guys, major f***ing shout out to Bells of Steel.
Yeah, this is solid.
It's really, really solid, right? Like, it's just f***ing solid. This barbell, too, is really solid.
It's good. It, like,
Spins well. It's durable. Like,
with cheap bars, you can normally tell because it's like dead off your hip and extension.
Yeah.
It just feels like it dies. But that one actually has good energy.
yeah, and And it's black and gold, which is super weird.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
But
New Orleans Saints barbell.
yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to check out Bells of Steel, please do. If you want to equip your garage. I've never had a garage gym. Actually, I briefly had one in College Station, but that thing was terrible.
Did you?
Yeah, very briefly. Let's go. Nice. Shit, boy.
Pretty good. I'll call it there.
Yeah, I'll try 110.
Why not?
It's a good warm up for the jerks.
Come on.
No, I knew it right off the floor.
Yeah.
If I'm not gonna catch power, I'm not wasting time. That was pathetic. Let's end the episode. So yeah, if you guys like this format, please let us know in the comments. Also, 100%, where are we looking?
That one.
Okay. Follow Dylan, but also follow me on Instagram, you assholes. I've got almost 200,000 subscribers, and I've got less than 100. I got 60,000 on Instagram. So follow us on Instagram. Also, give us topics to talk about. If you like the lifting companion format, we're gonna do it. I want to do it anyways. This is just so sick.
We're going to do it anyways.
We'll look there. Send us out, Alex. We'll see you guys.